Alright, the last time we were in this room, we ended up having to do a boss fight after it. So, I need to make considerations about my inventory. Which is to say, I really should just get a bunch of healing items. And that's all I got, because I've been in a rough spot for most of this campaign. Oh boy. Do I want to do anything? I could do... I could get more SMG ammo. Or I could get acid rounds. SMG ammo might be better for me. Especially because we're just going to combine normal gunpowder to make more normal stuff. 9mm. We're ready for combat. Didn't I have a lot more? Oh no, I've used it. Wow. I'm in a rough spot then. We're kind of, I feel towards the end of the game, so I'm actually just going to make some more acid rounds. Maybe it'll be useful. And then I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got. I could put away my green herb. This green herb, store it, and instead carry my quick draw army and the large caliber ammo. So that way I kind of have like as many ways to fight as possible. And then we'll need to make sure everything's reloaded anyways. Okay. I don't even know if I'm gonna have to do a boss fight after this, but there's gonna be a boss fight at some point, so gotta be ready. I like how this save spot gives you a good view of the picture of Annette Birkin, William Birkin, and Sherry Birkin. Oh, don't they look like such a happy family? I mean, Annette doesn't look like she's capable of ever having happiness in her life, but it happens, I suppose. Please don't fight me. I just want to go save Sherry. No.
Your ass again. William! This ends now.
Maybe you should fire like 5 more.
What the hell is this thing?
That was my husband.
She is my creation!
William!
You could have stopped it.
While I had the chance.
Yep.
I don't know why. I just couldn't do it.
He was your husband.
Honestly, we were more married to our work than each other.
What about Sherry? How could you just leave her all alone while Raccoon City burned to hell?
I couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with the G virus in it.
But that's no excuse to leave her.
That's for being a bad parent, Annette.
I got this.
Sorry, William.
No. I got this. You should take care of Sherry.
Well, that's a more guaranteed
You don't know
way.
what you're up against.
I have a pretty damn good idea.
Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished.
Trust me. This ends now.
Wow! Claire, this is pretty badass of you. With that said, this is the most underprepared I could be for it. So, I do what I can, you know? I'm gonna get hit. Oh boy. I didn't get hit. We're fine. What do we got here? Oh, needle cartridges. Yeah, that's awkward. I've just got too much ammo currently. Walk! That's alright! This is fine! Because now I can just reload. Oh boy. Hey man, what's going on? So once I've got his chest exposed, I could just go nuts on him. Ow! I hope I did what I could. It's always hard to tell. Oh shit. Ah! Have a grenade, man! God damn it, this is fun. Oh, Jesus. All I want is extra ways to heal. Walk! And do not die, period. But, you know, we don't always get that particular wish. God damn it. Oh, again with this shit. Alright, the shock thing kinda sucks for what I need it for. Excuse me, I just need to get to your back. Alright! Now we should be getting him to his last phase, which is really, really unpleasant for us. But that's okay, we'll manage. With my no healing items. Uh-oh. Aha! It worked out! I was really worried there, because we were getting cornered and I had no way to heal. But the acid grenades are actually really amazing for this.
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
I might have been over-prepared. Minus the healing shit. I didn't have any healing. Is there really not going to be any replacements for my healing either? Oof. Wait, there's a first aid spray here. That's why I wanted to look around. Okay, we've got one healing item. And we discovered the maximum limit
Service lift is now operational.
to how much I can carry for my revolver ammo. 60. Wow. But yeah, as I was saying beforehand, probably a good idea to have Annette give Sherry the antiviral agent than us, because we might not have done it right. We'd have been like, so I injected into her arm, right? What? No, it's a nasal spray. Oh. We should go. Sherry, I'm sorry.
Gotta get back to Sherry.
I like how this is such a short-minded system. Like, what the fuck is this? Shouldn't when you're leaving, it does the same thing as when you're going in? It's supposed to desanitize you. But I guess it doesn't matter if you're no, it should desanitize you no matter what, because you're either going in there and trying not to contaminate the environment, or you're leaving and trying not to contaminate the outside with the G virus. So there should be like a whole sanitation process. I mean, I guess you run through the sanitation thing anyways. You don't go through the whole thing. You don't go through the UV light and the drying off process if you just literally run straight to the end. So that has me suspicious, but oh well, I guess. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. In case I find a red herb somewhere, I am going to be prepared for it. Now, this really didn't do much for me in that last fight, but that's fine, I suppose. Is there a safe spot here? No, it's just the item box. I don't even know why I need an item box right there. But I'm glad for it anyways. At least this place isn't self-destructing yet. That's because Leon hasn't gone in and fought Birkin. It's really weird. It's like you're doing things that should have already been done, or doing things that, because you did it, wouldn't have been able to be done later on. Like, Annette straight up wouldn't have been, or like, William Birkin straight up wouldn't have been like the next evolution there, and had to be shot by an. It's so odd.
Hey.
I knew you'd make it. My mom needs help.
Oh, Sherry, honey, I don't think your mom's making it.
Sherry. How are you?
Okay. But you don't look so good. Mommy?
Hey, look at the screen. Oh, thank God.
So Sherry's gonna be all right?
She'll be weak for a little while, but yes. She's free of the G virus.
Good.
Did you hear that?
Honey, it turns out being thrown into a wall by a giant version of your
What
dad
happened to her?
isn't a good thing.
She was attacked by the monsters.
Don't worry about me. Take my daughter to safety. I'm sorry, Sherry. For everything. Your life is what is important.
We can't just leave her here.
You're right, we can't.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated.
What does that mean?
Self-destruct.
It's a self-destruct code. case the G virus leaves the building. Please. Save my daughter.
No!
Sherry? Sherry, we're gonna say goodbye to your mom. Mom, please say goodbye. Please, Sherry. Listen. She loved you, okay? We really gotta get going. Come on.
Claire handles it better than I would have. I would have been like, kid, we gotta fucking go. The place is literally blowing up. Okay?
You were right about this jacket.
It's a lucky jacket.
I'm so lucky to have you.
That's heavy. That's really heavy, kid.
Talk more about that later.
Yeah.
We gotta hurry now. Come on.
Look, we're not your secondary mom just because your first mom's dead, okay? We'll get to this later on.
Sherry, can you walk faster?
Yeah?
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Yeah, the place is blowing up, so we definitely need to leave. So yeah, and in terms of just continuing on with what I was saying beforehand, right now, in Leon's side, when we went through it, he's fighting William Birkin
Let's get the hell out
with
of here.
Annette getting hurt right in front of him. But she's dead over here, while Leon's still trying to fight before he reaches over here with Ada. It's obviously that's, you know, they just wanted to mix some things up. So you still have some parts of the game to do on the other side of the campaign when you're doing the second run. You still have to go through your few boss fights. It's just weird.
Claire?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah? Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me.
You're welcome.
I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
Yeah, just hold your horses a little bit. And also be prepared for a pretty rough life. Forever. Because Umbrella will never be gone. And your history will never be covered up entirely. Ooh, first aid spray. That's kind of hidden. What the fuck? We're probably going to do the Mr. X boss fight again, aren't we? A knife! I don't need that. Is that the only thing in here? I'm making real sure, because if they want to give me another healing item, I'm totally down. Alright, Sherry. We gotta go. There is no more preservation of ammo to be had. Anything that gets in our way is getting killed with the big shots.
10 minutes.
Although with that said, there are plant monsters and they don't go down as fast.
Sherry, run!
Sherry, run! Oh wow, another green herb. Green, green, blue. I don't know what the hell that's gonna do for me. But I might as well take it. Sherry? Sherry, climb down.
Of course. The stupid thing's locked.
Hold on.
Do you know how to
Sherry,
lockpick?
what do you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
Oh. Well, if you can hurry it up, sweetie, well, you know, I'll be here.
Your timing sucks.
Look,
Minutes until
we'll be patient. There's no rush here. We've got all the time in the world. Awesome! I was only slightly worried.
Nice work.
Sherry, you are a very competent kid. I'm glad to have you here. Oh, there we go. I easily could have been stuck with some
Sherry,
dummy.
You hanging in there?
I'm right behind you.
Had a girl. Think we're almost out of here.
But I guess that's what you get when you get a kid
8 minutes until detonation.
who's this,
Worth a try.
the daughter of 2 scientists who would kill the world. I mean, almost kill the world. Ooh, it's the front part of the train. Nice. How the hell do I lower it down? Whoa. 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 A 6-barreled motorized minigun that fires 7.62 nano rounds. Incredibly fast rate of fire and deals a lot of damage. You got it. Just give me a second. Because I guess I need to pick that up now. Who needs an SMG when I can have a minigun? Wait. Oh, wrong gun. That's okay. Let's get our damn minigun. Minigun! Cause holy shit! Oh no! Where the fuck is the battery? Sherry, where's the battery, honey? Where are we gonna get it? Is it gonna be inside the train?
7 minutes.
Okay. We will get rid of this.
Until detonation.
What are you doing?
I gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here, okay?
Okay. I promise I won't move.
Good.
Be careful.
Always.
She's such a badass. Always, yeah. Maybe we should have joined up with stars.
Okay. Alright. Did something. Okay. Alright, it's working.
Claire!
What? Leon? You're down here too?
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Look, you need to get out. Fast!
I know. I found a way out. I think we can all make it. Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here.
Claire,
Leon!
you're breaking up.
Leon!
Still clearly able to see us.
Damn!
Claire, are you still there? Anyways, I pulled the lever, right? You know, just in case. I didn't pull it all the way. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're still alive?!
Why can't you just stop?
I agree with that! Look! Your little girl's gotta leave the home because you guys have been shitty parents! I'm sorry about that, Mr. Birkins! Ah, god damn! My face! I can't aim that high up. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. My help. Oh, we're doing this shit again, aren't we? Where I'm supposed to be doing this very specifically, but I don't know exactly how specifically they want me to be, so I'm probably gonna die like a couple times here. I'm just gonna shoot the eyeballs. I don't have any way to heal. So, GG, I guess. I guess I die. Yep, that's fair. That's really, really fair.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Right.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom of the train platform.
Did I not? Okay, alright. It put us before we pulled the lever, I guess?
Use the central.
That's even more annoying. That's more annoying than when we played as Leon.
Why can't you just die?
You can make him fall!
Detonation.
We probably just have to make him fall off the wall like 3 more times. Yee. I'm gonna use the train as my way to avoid getting stomped into the ground. Never mind, the train doesn't help that much. Oh no. He's not repeating the same thing over and over again. He's actually changing it up. Are you dead finally? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You see, at the end of Leon's campaign, we saw something in the back.
Claire! It's okay. I'm here. We're getting out of here.
You know, it would have sucked for Leon if it turned out that was the only place he could have met up with the train. Conveniently for him, though, we'll meet up with him further down the track.
So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
Ice cream.
I want to see where you live.
Oh, that's...
Zai, take a shower.
That sounds really creepy. I want to see where you live.
Not bad. Ooh, yeah.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay.
There's another monster on the train!
What was that?
I don't know.
You stay here with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay, sure. Even though you could both check it out. And then you can have two badasses fighting whatever lays beyond. Head to the last car. I like how they give us gunpowder here. But is there anything else you want to give me, game? I mean... I can't do anything with a single piece of gunpowder. I'm just saying. Okay. It's probably William again. That bastard. How do you evolve to handle minigun bullets, William? I should back off. Yeah, that's fucking hideous. Yikes.
Hope you like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more.
I mean, I don't. I really don't, but you can have what I have.
For fuck's sake, how the hell are you still kicking?
He's like infecting the hallway, man.
Like Chris likes to say,
Oh, there's the weak point. That sucks for me. Because I just used up all my minigun bullets on nothing for the most part. Haha! Doesn't matter! I still had some high damage shots. Leon, if you could take your rocket launcher and apply it to that thing's eyeball, we might live.
That car!
Get the fuck up there, we gotta go! Yeah, sure, why not? Stab the eyeball. Regenerate that, buddy!
Give me your hand!
Maybe it won't, maybe it won't live the explosion. I don't trust Birkin as well. Hell of a night, Claire. Hell of a night, Leon.
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No. We're just... well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
Maybe we should move out of the way, just in case he's like infected or
Maybe
something.
it's not just a city.
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
You could stand to the side of the road to get the guy's attention, you know? He just gives us the middle finger.
Hey, that was Live Another Day by the Great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Adopt you.
We can get a puppy
Oh my god.
and a parrot.
Dude,
Parrot.
she's getting so far ahead of herself.
Mom said they're too messy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
She just keeps going. Ah, Sherry. If only your future could be filled without more shenanigans from Umbrella. Unfortunately, Umbrella still does shenanigans. They still exist. And that's when we get all the rest of the Resident Evil games. I wonder if we'll ever get a Resident Evil 8 that still tries to like mix in things from the earlier games, the ones that weren't really that well regarded, like Resident Evil 5 and 6. What are we gonna do about that, Jacob? I'm not fully sure, but there you go. That is Claire's second run campaign, which means we are pretty much done with Resident Evil 2. We got to see the other ending where you meet up with Leon, both of them are on the train, and then one last final form comes out and annoys you for like 30 seconds before dying, and we get to walk off on the streets. This was fun. This is great. I really enjoyed having this remake. My only issue with the remake is the one that should be pretty obvious if you've been watching, and that is I did feel really annoyed at the way the gun mechanics worked, because I just like, when I can headshot things pretty consistently, the punishment shouldn't be that sometimes that I can shoot like 16 bullets into a zombie and it doesn't fucking die, right? It should be something else. And I wish it could be something else. I wish it could have been like, maybe there are more zombies because you're playing effectively. A dynamic difficulty thing would have been amazing, because Resident Evil 4 had a dynamic difficulty kind of thing, where if you played really well, there would be more enemies. And so things would be a little bit tougher. But here, they just kind of like, they threw a bunch of zombies, or like they threw like 3 or 4 zombies at you. And then you just had to hope that RNG made your bullets kill them or just run. And that's not really a fun mechanic to me. So that kind of hampered the experience down for me a little bit, but it was still a fun thing to kind of go through, especially because I really didn't expect to get a full-on remake of Resident Evil 2. I knew they were doing an HD they were possibly going to do an HD remaster as of like a few years ago, but then they were like, no, we're just going to do a full-on remake. We're literally going to make it from the ground up, new engine, new gameplay, and still try to appeal to the old side of things. And that's where, like, why you have this kind of weird dichotomy where, like, we have modern shooting, modern third-person shooting, and a little bit of a mix of, like, the inventory management of, like, older horror games, but also, screw you, player, the zombies take, like, 20 bullets, and there's a ton of them, and you've ran out of ammo, and that's it. And that's not for me. But I can see where if you don't really care for that, it's probably good. I think the best way to play this game is probably just play it on hardcore. Because if I had played on hardcore, it tells you outright that the enemies are tougher to take down. And so I would have already gone in with the expectation, oh yeah, I probably just shouldn't shoot zombies unless I absolutely have to. But on standard, let me headshot things. Or at least upgrade my gun, right? That would have been it. Either let me upgrade my gun so I can get just headshots to do more damage. I can kill a zombie in 3 to 5 bullets to the head. Or 1, you know, if you're feeling like you really, you know, if you're being gracious to me, I wouldn't mind it if I'm just like, pow, headshot, pow, headshot. But, no, you know, 2 to 3 to 5 bullets per zombie would have already made the thing just like, boom. Full-on rewarding. Or let me stab a zombie while it's down on the ground. That's another thing. Just, you make me feel like I'm a moron in a game about zombies when all the things that you do to fight zombies in every other source of medium, even in this game series itself, just don't work. We just don't have the options. And so if it weren't for those things, I definitely would have probably enjoyed this a lot more, because it was a fun little experience. I didn't expect it to be terribly long. This was about 11, 12 hours for Leon's campaign for my first run, and then the second run. And then obviously you can get more time from it by doing the other game modes. I know that if you beat the game within 4 hours and get a rank A, I think you unlock Hunk. And so I think that gets you another little story to play. I don't know if it's terribly different, but it's a whole nother game mode right there. And then obviously you can just replay the campaigns from Like, say I could have gone into New Game Claire and had probably less of like, it felt like on the second run we jumped forward a little bit. Whereas if we had just been doing straight New Game Claire, we probably would have had a little bit more of like the intro rather than jumping straight ahead, but I'm not sure actually. It could totally end up being that Claire gets into the police station within a few minutes on her side, even though on Leon's side it would have taken her probably 30 minutes to an hour on your first playthrough before she shows up at the gate and you're like, oh, Claire's over there. Oh, a helicopter hit the wall. Claire, you should go, you know? But this was fun. And then Mr. X was a fun little villain. And that's, in terms of like linking back to what I was talking about beforehand, Mr. X, I like Mr. X. He was a little asshole, but when I can understand visually that I'm not going to be able to take on an enemy very easily, I just accept that, you know, like I'll still get annoyed at them if they get in my way constantly, but I just accept it like, yeah, I probably shouldn't shoot it. Like, yeah, I should probably sneak around it or deal with it only if I've got like big weapons. Maybe I can stun him for a little bit, but I knew that I was never going to kill Mr. X / the dude who, like, the big tyrant in a hat, or with a hat in a suit, as he chases you around. So, he added a lot to the overall experience of just kind of like navigating the police station. I actually thought we were gonna end up spending more time in the police station than we ended up doing. Obviously, we spent hours in the police station in both campaigns, but I thought the police station was gonna be just a little bit bigger. But instead you just do like a lot of backtracking through the rooms, which surprised me since I didn't know anything hardcore about Resident Evil 2's general campaign, but this works. All right. Oh, we actually beat it in 4 hours and 33 minutes. If I'd beaten this 33 minutes faster, I could have unlocked the hunk game mode, and I could have tried playing that, but I'm fine with not unlocking it. And I'm fine with also not trying to replay through the entire game just to unlock this one thing. What else did we get? So we got a few different models. We got an extra mode, the fourth survivor. Maybe that is the hunk game mode. Maybe you just have to beat the game on the second campaign? What is that? Oh. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, I currently don't have any plans just yet, but I might actually try it out since it's available. If I had had to go through and actually legitimately play through the entire campaign again within like a timely thing, I don't think I would have done it. But if it's available immediately after doing my second run, that's fine too. So I might do that, but I've got Kingdom Hearts 3 to play, so that will have to wait. For now, though, that's Resident Evil 2. That was a fun little adventure. I'd be totally fine to get more remakes like this from Capcom. Hell, I'd be more than fine to have more remakes like this in general for all of gaming, because there's so many games that I missed, so many classic games that I missed that, you know, some of them will get HD remasters, but I prefer remakes. I like when you have that blend of like, hey, here are some of those old school game mechanics and those old school game stories, but brought to the modern era to the most extreme version that they could have been at that time. I love that. Because this gets to be my Resident Evil 2 experience. Just, boom, oh wow, our experience of going through as Claire and Leon, but in a badass, modern way. And I like that kind of thing. I'm down to see more of that. And I'm also down to see more of Resident Evil in general. I think we're ready for Resident Evil 8. I think Capcom has proven with Resident Evil 7 and with this Resident Evil 2 remake that they can, in fact, still do Resident Evil justice when they're not too busy going too far in the weird fucking anime action-y direction. Even though even though it's funny and fun to go in that direction, I like when things are, I wouldn't say realistic, even though that did come into my mind just now, but I guess a little bit more toned down. Like, I like when there's still a lot of camp, because the whole premise behind Resident Evil with Umbrella and their experimentation on creating these forms is a bit silly to think about when they're making giant fucking zombie alligators or sharks or plant tentacle monsters and just zombies in general. But there's a level there where you still kind of accept it, like, yeah, this is still a solid, respectable, serious story in enough ways. And so I'm down to see Resident Evil 8, or if they want to do a Resident Evil 3 remake, I'm down for that too, because I've never played Resident Evil 3, and if they get to that point, then I've played all of, like, the numbered Resident Evils, which would be totally fine with me. Although, if they ever do a full remake of Resident Evil 4, I'll have to raise an eyebrow at that, because that's when you get to the territory of, like, I played Resident Evil 4, that was my childhood Resident Evil. So they'd have to do that justice, but I think you'd have to try really hard to fuck up Resident Evil 4 as a remake. Because it's one of the more solid Resident Evils in general. Anyways, thank you guys for watching through Leon and Claire's campaign, or if you only stuck around for Claire's campaign, that's fine as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I apologize for complaining a bunch about the old school game mechanics that are kind of there. I just have my preferences after having played over 300 video games over the course of my life. I like when things are reasonable, or like, hey, okay, you can carry a minigun, and then you don't have a key, like, taking up almost like half of that space. When we start to get to that point. But still, this is a fun little experience, and hopefully I will see you guys later.